The world waits for a miracle. The heart longs for a little bit of hope. Oh come, Emmanuel. A child prays for peace on earth, and she's calling out from a sea of...
Good morning. It is Monday, December 6th, day 6 of Vlogmas. This morning I got up super early and I did not sleep very well last night. I maybe got about 4 hours of sleep, if that. And the kids have been asking for crepes, and so I made some crepe batter this morning, and it's sitting in the fridge waiting until they get up. It's supposed to sit there for like at least 2 hours, but we are going to let it sit for an hour this time. And it is actually Julia Child's crepe recipe, so it turns out really good. Don't be intimidated by crepes. They're not as hard as you think they might be. Today we have just some random stuff to do. The older boys have to work, and my daughter has gymnastics, and tonight I am going to go over to my friend's house with a couple other friends and have some dinner and some time to just kind of hang out. We haven't seen each other in a couple months, actually, so that's kind of our plan for today. We are going to work on making a list of goodies that we want to bake here in the next week or two. All the kids have their favorites, you know, and my husband has his favorites. So that's kind of the plan for today. I have to work. I'll have a house full of kids, so that takes over most of the day. And I would love to have a few minutes to wrap a few presents. I also want to show you a couple things today when I get a chance here about some of the other knitting projects that I'm working on. And I am all caught up on my socks, my Advent socks. So I forgot to show you guys that yesterday. Well, I might have shown it at the beginning of the clip, but not talk about it. So I just need to do today's colors, but when you're caught up, it doesn't take nearly as long to stay caught up. So those will just take me like 10 minutes to catch up on both socks, and then I will work on some other things for the day. So I will show you guys that stuff later. But good morning.
Behold your King, behold Messiah, Emmanuel, Emmanuel.
is now the afternoon. I think it's like 4 o'clock. And I have been working on weaving in ends in my shawl that I finished a year ago. But I hate weaving in ends so much that I got put aside and kind of forgotten about. I'll show you guys later the shawl because it's in the other room. But it is the Casapinka's Perfect Blend. And the yarn is from Miss Bab's collection. But it's been kind of a mellow day. My oldest son ended up actually coming home from work early because he didn't feel well. And everybody else has just kind of been chilling out. The kids I watched took an extra long nap. My husband got home early from work, but he's been working on stuff for work since he's been home. So he's taking my daughter to gymnastics tonight, and my other son is still at work. My other 2 sons are just going to hang out here, and I am still meeting my friends at her house tonight. So I'll probably take one of my boys' hats with me to work on while we are hanging out because, you know, gotta take knitting somewhere with you. And it is cold today, as warm as it's been all this last week. It's like a high of 20 today, but it feels like it's really windy too, so it feels like 14 right now. I think this morning it felt like 4. So I have my flannel on today. We turned the heat up a little bit. So I'm really glad that I got the chickens' coop all cleaned out this weekend and lots of extra straw and bedding put in there so that they are nice and warm and cozy today, as it's been really windy and cold. But I will show you my Casapinka shawl later here when I have a chance, and the other things that I am working on that I really wanted to show you. I have some yarn and stuff I want to show you too, so I just thought I'd check in right now before the afternoon kind of kicks up with getting these other kids picked up from my house and all that kind of stuff, dinner plans. So I'll pop back on later tonight and show you guys that stuff. I just got home from my friend's house where we had a great time of talking. She made a really delicious charcuterie board that we snacked on. I did not get a chance to show you guys the yarn I wanted to show you today, so I will try and show you that tomorrow. But I just showed you a clip of my Casapinka Perfect Blend sweater, or it's not sweater, shawl, and it was a mystery knit along that I did. And I finished it like last February, and I have not woven in the ends yet. But now after today, this afternoon, I only have like the last tail end of yarn to weave in. So I will hopefully get that done probably tomorrow, because I am very tired tonight. Normally I would sit up in bed and do a little bit of knitting, but I am going to lay down and actually try to go to sleep. So thanks for joining me today, and I will show you guys that yarn tomorrow, and I will show you hopefully a finished shawl that I can now finally block, because it really has some beautiful stitches in it. So good night everybody, I'll see you tomorrow.